Hey there, and welcome to Noctis on YouTube. As with any other form of transportation, ships also require regular maintenance and repairs. Proper maintenance and care are crucial to ensure that a ship remains seaworthy and in optimal condition while at sea. In order to carry out maintenance and repairs, a ship must be moved from the water onto land, where it can be docked at a shipyard or pier. The process of moving a ship from the water to the dock is known as docking. Different types of docks are available at shipyards and shipbuilding facilities, each with its own unique features. So whether it's routine maintenance or more extensive repairs, docking a ship is an important part of keeping it in top condition and ready for its next voyage. Moving a ship from the sea to land involves a careful process to ensure safety and seaworthiness. To meet safety standards, ships must undergo regular maintenance and inspections to ensure they are in top condition. Regulations such as SOLAS, safety of life at sea, play a crucial role in ensuring the safety of ships at sea. The agreement covers all types of ships and sets out guidelines for inspections and maintenance schedules. To comply with SOLAS, ships undergo regular inspections and surveys, including structural inspections every 5 years and every 2.5 years, respectively. By adhering to these regulations, ships can maintain their quality and performance, ensuring they are safe and seaworthy for their next voyage. To ensure the smooth inspection and maintenance of a ship, a specialized facility is needed, known as a dock or pier. The graving dock is a commonly used type of dock for ship maintenance and care. The graving dock is a rectangular-shaped pool dock located at the edge of the sea or river. It has gate walls and valves that can be opened and closed to fill and empty the dock using pumps. The process of moving a ship from the sea to a graving dock involves several stages, including preparing the keel block or the ship's support base on top of the dock. Once the keel block is ready, the dock's water valves are opened to fill the dock with water. Then, the graving dock gate is opened, and the ship is towed into the graving dock using tugboats. After that, the ship is positioned precisely on top of the prepared keel block. As the water is pumped out and the ship lowers, the position of the ship must be carefully monitored to ensure that it remains stable and properly aligned on top of the keel block. Overall, the graving dock is an important facility for the inspection and maintenance of a ship, providing a safe and controlled environment for repairs and upkeep. After the water has been drained, a specialized inspection officer inspects the ship to determine which areas require maintenance. Thickness gauging is then performed on several parts of the ship to determine their thickness and wear. This helps evaluate whether the ship structure is still suitable for use or if repairs and replacements are necessary. Ship maintenance includes various processes. The purpose of washing is to remove marine organisms and plants that can cause corrosion and increase fuel consumption efficiency. The cleaning process is done by spraying high-pressure water, which only removes marine organisms and plants without damaging the ship's paint. Overall, ship maintenance and care are crucial to keep the ship in top condition and ensure its safety at sea. Inspection, thickness gauging, and cleaning are important processes that contribute to the ship's overall maintenance and care. Repainting a ship requires the old paint to be removed first, and sandblasting is the most common method used for this purpose. Sandblasting involves high-pressure spraying of silica sand onto the ship's surface to remove rust, damaged paint, and other debris efficiently. Sandblasting is an effective and efficient method for preparing a ship's surface for repainting. It ensures that the new paint will adhere well and provide long-lasting protection for the ship. Sandblasting a ship can be an expensive process, costing up to $150,000, depending on the size of the area that needs to be cleaned. Once the sandblasting process is complete, the ship is painted with anti-corrosion paint, ensuring its protection from rust and other environmental damage. After the maintenance work is complete, the graving dock is refilled with water until the ship is afloat. The dock gate is opened, and the ship is towed out of the dock using tugboats. Before the ship can sail again, a sea trial is conducted to ensure that it meets the planned technical specifications after undergoing maintenance. This trial ensures that the ship is seaworthy and safe for its next voyage. The floating dock is a pontoon platform that floats and sinks with the help of valves and water pumps. The process of a ship entering a floating dock is similar to that of a dry dock, including preparing the keel block inside the floating dock. Once the keel block is prepared, the floating dock is sunk with valves and pumps. The ship is pushed into the floating dock with tugboats and pulled with ropes until it is positioned directly on top of the keel block. The floating dock offers several advantages, such as mobility and lower construction costs compared to a graving dock. After the ship is inside, the water is pumped out to lift the dock, and the ship can be inspected or undergo maintenance. Overall, the floating dock is a useful facility for the maintenance and care of ships, providing a flexible and cost-effective solution for ship repairs and upkeep. The next type of dock is the Syncrolift dry dock. It uses a lifting operation with electric hoists on both sides of the platform. The Syncrolift is a new invention in the ship-moving process, and not all shipyards have this system due to its high cost. Generally, this type of dock is equipped with rails and cranes, and it is only used for lifting and lowering the ship. The maintenance and repair work for the ship is conducted elsewhere, connected to the rails and cranes. To move a ship with a Syncrolift, the dock is lowered into the sea. Then, the ship is guided into the dock with tugboats and pulled with ropes until it is positioned directly on top of the keel block. Once the ship is in the correct position, the dock is lifted using electric hoists controlled by an operator. When the floor of the dock is level with the rails, the cranes are positioned underneath the ship. The ship is then pulled by the cranes to another location for maintenance and repair work. The advantage of using a Syncrolift is that there is no limit to the number of ships that can be maintained and repaired, unlike graving docks or floating docks. This is because the Syncrolift dry dock is only used to lift and lower the ship, while the inspection and maintenance work is conducted elsewhere. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.